Yo, what the fuck is up, gamers? It's your boy the Goods, and you'll have to forgive me. I'm gonna take a quick second before the video starts. I'm gonna close this tab of me reading a Wikimodi. It's not Koda, it's Wikimodi. Listen, Sekiro, chef, not chef. Jesus fucking Christ. I need to close this Sekiro walkthrough that I have been unable to fucking process because it's not written like a standard walkthrough. It's written like each area has its own setup and it doesn't tell you what order to go in. I don't know. I didn't get any further than I'd already been and I got confused. We are on episode 25 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations, game number 3. In the last episode we discovered that there was no mirror, and Armstrong hid the body in the kitchen, as well as Maggie's bodies in the kitchen. My heel hurts because I did a bunch of running yesterday, so I'm on strict orders from ChatGPT Hospital to not walk on it. So let's go ahead and continue. Oh yeah, and Godot's going to get Furio Tigre all by himself.
So we're finally going to see the tiger on the stand. We've almost got this case won now, Nick.
I wish I could agree.
Huh?
When I cross-examined Mr. Armstrong just now, he said he was just doing what the tiger told him to do. But Godot picked up on it, remember? He pointed out that without proof, we don't know if what he testified is the truth. I mean, we know.
You mean you think Mr. Armstrong was lying?
I don't know, but if that's the line the prosecution takes, we could be in trouble. I get the feeling that we don't have the case-making evidence we're going to need. Hey, pal! Detective Gumshoe.
What are you so jumpy about, Detective? Your hair's standing on end.
Hey, that's the pot calling the kettle black, little Miss Top Knot.
It is not Top Knot!
Never mind about the hair. Just calm down, alright? I was gonna make a joke. I was like, nobody's gonna understand it. I have these two Dungeons and Dragons characters that are twins, and I used to practice their voices by doing dialogue of them arguing, and you guys would have no idea what the fuck I was talking about if I just did the dialogue out of nowhere. I can't stand it when I don't have a job to do. I kind of get wound up. No kidding. You gotta have something for me to do, pal. Anything. Well, hey, I'm gonna take a jog back down to the precinct. I could get some prints analyzed for you if you've got an hour. An hour? The trial will have reconvened by then.
But Nick, we still don't have a really decisive piece of evidence, right?
True. Without some kind of trump card to pull out of the bag, we're really stuck. You said you could get some fingerprint analysis done in an hour. You bet! In that case, would you mind checking the prints on this for me? Take that! Here, take it! Get it out of my sight! Going back to the station anyway, could you find out whose prints are on this? Oh, hey, that's the small bottle I gave you this morning, right? Yeah, I think it's time we solved the last mystery of who the prints on it belong to. Sure thing, pal. Actually, that's been gnawing at me, too. Alright, I'll get this off to the lab right away. Just make sure you don't lose the case before I get back. This is pretty much the final showdown, I guess.
It's time to separate the phonies from the real guys.
January 8th. Damn, I'm actually ahead of the game at this point. That's crazy. Because today's January 25th when I'm recording this.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Godot, did you find this Furio Tigre?
I even tamed him for you. It was a 3-cup job, no problem. Tamed him? The guy's name may be Furio Tigre, but come on. He's pretty lively. Be careful, he still bites.
Very well. Please show Mr. Tigre to the stand.
Jesus Christ.
Witness, please state your name and I'll give...
Don't hide under the table, Maya, unless there's room for me down there, too.
Would you mind... What'd you say to me? Nothing! I didn't say nothing, honest!
Who could have guessed... Can I fucking speak? Oh my god! I am a fucking fucking doo-doo mouth today. Who could have guessed that fear would induce a bad Brooklyn accent in the judge?
I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Spiky?
No, of course not. It was the judge. Your Honor.
Oh dear, I seem to have dropped my pen. Where on earth is it? Don't mind me, just carry on with the proceedings as normal.
That's it. We're doomed.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was it that called me in here?
There's no need to shout. We can all hear you.
What do you say?
There's no point struggling. You're caught in a snare. The relentless snare of the law. And I'm the one that hauled you in. Too cool.
Don't let him get the better of you, Nick.
Let's start with the basics. You know about the incident in question, correct?
Incident? I don't know nothing about no stinking incident, mask boy.
You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird?
Maggie who? I've got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas. Of course. Well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then. Please tell us about what you did on the day of the murder. Phoenix Wright. You was the one who set this up, didn't you? You was gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying?
Maybe I should have brought a diaper with me today.
Get a grip, Nick.
That's gross. Ew. Oh shit himself. He's gonna change himself on the fucking courtroom table. It's gross. Fucking nasty.
I don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all of my time in my office. I got whales lined up to borrow cash from tender lender every single day. You want to check my alibi? Just ask Violetta. Ah, at least I found my pen. Very well then, Mr. Wright, you'll cross it. Oh, what is it? Please, witness, if you could refrain from shouting like that.
I know the kind of games that guy in the blue plays. That lowlife ain't no lawyer. He just punches away at stupid details till he wins. Lowlife? Me?
Listen up, smarty. Every time you ask me something that doesn't relate to this case, I'm gonna bill you $50,000, and you's gonna borrow the cash from me.
That's one loan contract I refuse to sign.
I don't think it ain't gonna hurt when you tangle with the tiger.
Ha! I love a good spectator sport.
Just a minute! That's really not...
This witness is... How can I put it? A hungry timer... A hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle. Jesus Christ. I'm fucking stepping on my own words. Get on his bad side and he'll bite everyone's heads off. Yours too.
Very well. I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here. You's better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus. The court will impose a penalty for any irrelevant pressing of witness testimony. Keep that in mind as you begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You can do it, Nick.
Come out from under there already, would you, Maya? Okay, so we can't just press everything. God! I can't press everything until I figure it out. So naturally, here's the. Don't care about that. Will's line to borrow cash from tender lender every day. I feel like I want to present that. No. Fuck, wait, no. No? So hold on. hell? Are you shitting me? It's gotta be that then. Okay, at a point, they're just fucking, like, shitting on me, dude. Because what do you mean none of that contradicts? I'm gonna press every single day to see what happens. So I take it you get a lot of customers at your black market loan office. It's tough for the little guys these days. Small businesses are feeling the pinch. Bosses of companies like that want to get in good with me. I'm their best friend.
I see. That's very admirable of you, witness.
Yeah, well, then the lender's motto is win through compromise, you know?
Win through compromise? What is that supposed to mean?
Compromise the customer to win. That's what it means. You's got it? With best friends like you, who needs enemies? Yeah, let me spell it out for yous all. You don't pay me back within 3 days, Spiky, I take what's due and your stupid air. Yous follow what I'm saying? But I'm not one of your customers. I'm gonna press harder. Mr. Tiger, what do yous want? If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail. This is a dead-end trade, you know it. Remember the rules. Whoa, hold on. I literally do have fucking evidence, though. I literally do. I have evidence to prove that he is full of shit. I want to press him on again. Press him on that. Hold on. Press harder. Mr. Tiger, what do yous want? Hold on. What? Are you shitting? Okay, objection. No! It's essential we establish the witness's alibi accurately.
I agree.
The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day too? Maybe you ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me. I ain't never seen that young kid before.
I do believe the witness's last statement was important. Mr. Goddard, if you could please.
Mr. Tiger, the court asked you to add that last statement to your testimony. Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself. Okay. So, I'm gonna save again just to be safe. That's such bullshit. When he says I was in the office all December, and I have to get him to specifically say that, like, that exact... Come on. I have to really... I knew what the fuck I had to do. Mr. Tigre, you claim you didn't know Mr. Glenn Elk, but it appears that Mr. Elk knew you. What? Mr. Elk left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the Tiger. And the date, December 3rd.
December 3rd? That's the day of the murder!
So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glenn Elk. Because on the very day of the incident, you met with him. Look at the way he stands up. Not bad! It was actually not bad. Sorry? I was just messing with you to see how good you were.
Did you hear that, Nick? He said you're not bad.
That's one compliment I can do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth.
Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated.
You calling me a liar? Is that what you doing? Ruh-roh. So you're saying that your claim to have never seen that kid before is the truth? I said I'm dead serious. You better believe that's the truth. Huh. Then I'd say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic. That is, while you testify for the court again, Mr. Tigre.
Oh yes, would you mind indulging the court, witness?
You never actually met the victim. It's gotta be a lie right there. It's time I nailed this guy. Yeah, we have all the evidence and I know exactly the pieces. I just need to, like, use them the way the game wants me to. I ain't no liar. I never met Glenn Elk. There was some lame guy with that name, though. Wanted to borrow cash from me. I set up a meeting with the guy. At my office, tender lender. I waited around for him, but he ain't never showed.
I ain't never been to that Tribulations joint, you hear?
Okay. I know what I need to do.
I see. That all seems perfectly logical. You had arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up.
I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you, right?
Alright, so... naturally, I know exactly what I need to do. And that is... call him on his bluff. Mr. Tigre, is there something you'd like to tell the court about these matches?
Matches? What are you talking about?
We found them in your office at Tender Lender. They're from that restaurant. If you've really never been to Tribulations before. What was a book of their matches... Jesus, what was a book of the restaurant's match... What was a book of the restaurant's matches doing on your desk? Fucking hell, I can't talk this episode.
You've been snooping around in my stuff too now, wise guy? What are you, my ball and chain? Ain't no broad controlling me.
That's a lie. It's a made-up lie.
Order! Order! Well, witness, I think it's time you started telling us the truth, don't you? Ah! Sorry, I'm terribly sorry, forgive me! I ain't no pussycat. I don't go back on what I said. But, okay, I was at the joint that day.
What?
Well, listen good, alright? I might have been there, but I still never met that kid.
Well, well. Looks like an order just came in for another testimony. I'm kind of like blowing through his testimony. I'm this close to proving it was him. He did meet Glen Elk that day, and he did put poison in his coffee. He must have. I don't know how to prove that he put the poison in there. That part, I don't know how to prove that shit.
I was supposed to meet with a kid at the restaurant that afternoon. When I opened the door to the joint, I saw one ugly scene. The guy was laid out over the table, stiff as concrete. I figured if the place wasn't hot already, it was gonna be, so I split. I heard the cop sirens on my way out, and I went straight back to my office.
So...
I see. You didn't actually meet with him in the end, then? Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hold it! If I wait around here any longer, I ain't even gonna make the normal express. No more stupid questions.
Huh. No problem. Okay, so no pressing. Anytime Trite presses you on something irrelevant, I'll see he pays a penalty.
Mr. Godard, that's my job!
Your job is to slam that little hammer of yours and call a guilty verdict. So do it.
Yes, sir! The special express ain't cheap, right? Just so you know since you's paying.
Oh man, doesn't the rule of law have anything mean anything around here? Alright, so I need to prove somehow that he's full of shit. We know that's true. We know that's true. That's true. Are the cops' sirens on your way out? So hold on. Hold on. I just realized that's mask to mask. That's so funny. I'll save the game, and I'm gonna save it in every slot, just for the sake of. I'm gonna press him on this. So you didn't actually set foot inside the restaurant then?
The tiger's a busy cat. I don't hang around for no one. I ain't got time to be caught up in no murder investigation.
So when exactly did you pick up the matches? Their match is just inside the front door. Our detective friend wound up in trouble with the chef after taking 5 books home. For gumshoe, it's almost enough to make a man cry. Okay, so I'm gonna press him on that too. You went straight back? Did a bout of guilt suddenly hit you for what you did?
What are you trying to say? You trying to tell me you ain't never been guilty of nothing?
We all have our crosses to bear. We all have to swallow the dark secrets we hide. Like this. The courtroom's not exactly the place to talk about dark secrets, is it? Oh, what? Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay. Is there, like, anything I can prove? Show me the floor plans. Oh, you couldn't have fucking seen him. Hold on. Yeah, you couldn't have seen him. Yeah. I had a feeling. You're something of a loan collecting pro, aren't you, Mr. Tigre?
No one escapes the tiger's clutches.
Well, I'm something of a lie detecting pro. And no one escapes the Phoenix's clutches. I think it's time we got something straight. What's this, Trite? A new line of irrelevant questioning? These are the floor plans of the crime scene. You say you were standing at the entrance, Mr. Tigre. From there, your field of vision would have covered an area something like this.
Indeed, the witness would have had a clear view of the victim's seat. Isn't that what I just said? I saw the back of the kid's head.
Unfortunately for you, that is not possible. If the court would think back, you'll remember that between each of the tables is a tall partition.
Why, that's true!
Now look at the plans again. The truth is painfully obvious. For the entrance, the field of vision for any customer walking in ends here. So, from the entrance of Tribulations, you couldn't have seen the victim's seat. But you did see the victim that day, because you met with him! Objection. Wrong. Have you forgotten the old man's testimony yesterday? The victim was alone at his table. Objection! But the defense just proved that point to be mute. That point to be moot, goddamn. The victim witnessed by Mr. Kudo was not Glenn Elg, but a fake. What? In order to have Mr. Kudo falsely testify, the real killer poses the victim he had just killed and acted out a charade.
That will do! This trial has gone on long enough without the obvious question being answered. Who exactly was this real killer who impersonated the victim? You say the killer murdered Glenn Elg, and then impersonated his victim in a performance for Victor Kudo. In that case, Mr. Wright, reveal the identity of this criminal to the court.
Well, obviously, it's Furio Tigre, who I think they conveniently put him on the far side so you can just click over. Obviously, the killer is Furio Tigre. No one else could have done it.
What? Well, witness?
Now that's cute. You think you can pin this on the tiger? Maybe you don't understand. The tiger is the king of the jungle.
So I dare you to say it again! Come on, you got the guts! You can't threaten me, Mr. Tigre. It's the defense. Go ahead and tell the witness, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright!
Sounds to me like it must be you, old man. Who's got guts, I'll give you that.
Mr. Wright, do not leave me to handle this alone!
Ha, perhaps I can end this embarrassment.
Mr. Godot!
Let's just go back over Mr. Kudo's testimony one more time. The old man didn't see just the victim. Oh, no, no, no.
The servant girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. There's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white powder in there.
Was the victim he saw the real victim or not? That doesn't matter. The fact remains he saw the accused put the poison into the coffee.
Yes, it was the waitress who poisoned the coffee.
Objection! Very impressive, Mr. Godot. Waiting for my absence to launch your attack. Found your pen at last, Trite? It was in my pocket. But anyway, Mr. Kudo witnessed 2 people that day. He saw the victim, the supposed Mr. Glenn Elg, and the waitress from behind.
Yes, your point, Mr. Wright.
I think the conclusion is obvious. If this Glenn Elg was really the killer in disguise, then surely it's possible the waitress was also part of the show.
What? You mean the waitress was an imposter as well?
The defendant, Miss Bird, fell unconscious immediately after the incident. But someone used her fainting to hatch an elaborate plan to pin the murder on her.
Who on earth was it?
And then, yeah, that's where we can, Lisa Basil? No.
Who is this woman?
Her name is Viola Cadaverini. She's an employee of Tender Lender.
He was making a big mistake. Do you know who Violetta's grandfather is? You better be going home in an armored truck tonight if you know what I mean.
Stop shaking, Nick!
Where was I? Yes, the defendant, Miss Bird, has stated the following.
Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant. She was sort of creepy, and she had a kind of cackling laugh.
There are just too many contradictions in this case. The second man at the victim's table who nobody but Miss Bird seems to have seen. The earpiece worn by the victim in his left ear when that eardrum was ruptured. And the radio show he was supposedly listening to half an hour after it was over. There's only one logical explanation that clears up all of these contradictions. The whole incident took place twice, once for real and once for show. And Mr. Furio Tigre, the only person who could have committed the crime, is you.
Witness, what have you got to say?
That's cute.
Sorry?
He's alright. I could do with a guy like you around. What do you mean? Okay, I'm in on this game. I'm gonna have to charter a jet to make my meeting now, but I'm gonna give you one more thing to think about before I go. Something to think about? You's got it all wrapped up nice, alright? But you missed out on one real important thing. But that can't be. I was in the joint that day, and I met that kid too. But I couldn't have poisoned him, you hear?
What? Do you really expect us to believe you now, Mr. Tigre?
Ha! What a troublemaker. Troublemaker? Looks like we're going to need another one for the road. One more steaming cup of hot testimony.
Indeed. Witness, you will explain yourself to the court. I'll give you one more chance to testify. What happened that day at Très Bien between yourself and the victim?
There's still so many evidence pieces I haven't used yet that I know I have to. Yeah, I loaned El Cash about $100,000. That day, we was due to have a little chat. The kid had hit his payback date, see? So anyway, he tells me he's got no way to pay up. I'm about to flatten the guy when he starts screaming. Yes, I won! $500,000! He got lucky, you know, real lucky. If that waitress hadn't done what she'd done, everything would have been over.
Now I see the principal amount you loaned to Mr. Elk was $50,000.
Yeah, well, you's got the vig to take into account. Interest builds up fast, you know? That's faster than fast. $100,000 is twice his principal.
And the repayment deadline was December 3rd, on the day of the incident in question.
Yeah, he was one lucky kid. He got that $500,000 just in time. So I ain't have no reason to kill the kid. And if I ain't got no motive, you ain't got no case. His motive? He has to have one, but what is it? Okay, so $100,000. His payback. He tells me he's got no way to pay up. I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna save every line just so I'm caught up. You never know. So I'm gonna press this statement. The waitress. You mean the girl with the glasses in the defendant's chair? Who else could I mean? If she hadn't gotten in the way, things would have been bada bing, bada boom, over and done with. Ask how things would have been. What do you mean things would have been over and done with? You was all there or what? I'm talking about the cash. I was there to get my 100,000 bucks back, that's all. I'm a businessman. It was all coming together before that waitress got in the way.
As far as I can tell from the witness's testimony, other than recouping his loan, Mr. Tigre had no motive for killing the victim. Witness! You will amend your testimony to reflect what you just said.
Okay, yeah, that's what I needed to do. So now, I was gonna save the first one here. I think what I need to do is present MC Bomber. Yeah. So you just intended to get back the $100,000 Mr. Elk owed you, correct? I loaned that guy the cash, so that's my right. Unfortunately for Mr. Elk, I don't believe the $100,000 is what you were really after. What are you getting at, Trite? What else would a moneylender be after other than money? Oh, the moneylender was after money, but money in a totally different league. The kind of money that a single disc like this would fetch. Ugh.
What is that?
A computer virus, Your Honor. A virus called MC Bomber.
A computer virus? What does one of those do?
And we're getting late, so we're going to find out in the next episode what a computer virus does for the second time. Oh my god. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye!